Hi, this is Glenn Riker with MKE Greenworks, a design-build garden construction company located in southeast Wisconsin, serving Ozaukee County. Thought I'd share with you a couple thoughts on putting drains from your downspouts on your house. Normally we don't like to bury drains because there's too many freezing issues. If they freeze and the water backs up in your gutters, then you can have challenges with your roof. But in this case, we have really sandy soil, and we're taking this gutter to an underground drain system. We have enough slope, we know it won't ever freeze. But originally we had put in here the old school, everybody uses it, corrugated pipe. This is 4-inch corrugated pipe, and it works all right, but if the ground settles at all, you can get a little bit of a low spot. That's kind of what happened here. We have a lot of fill on this site, and right where I'm standing used to be the holding tank for the old house, so we got a little bit of settling going on. Not much, just an inch or two, but it's enough to interrupt the flow so it's not consistent. So this morning we ripped this drain pipe out of here and the connection that goes to the downspout, and we had it in the ground. You can see the trench that we had from the downspout, and we had it going out here. And we use a great system from NDS where there's actually what the cleanout that you see there and over here are actually two high strength plastic barrels. And since we have sand here, and this works on almost any soil except for heavy clay, the water will drain into these barrels, and they literally, because of the soil we have here, the water never builds up, it just percolates into the soil. And these barrels are about 3 feet deep into the ground. This one is connected to that one. So we've got about 100 gallons of water capacity while it filtrates into the ground. Not an issue here, not an issue, like I said, in most cases, unless you've got heavy clay soil or are building on a wetlands, which you shouldn't do anyways. It's a great system. We used it here, and we used it on the lakeside patio where we had runoff, and it captures in tube and then into a system like this. But what we're going to replace the corrugated pipe with is just this 4-inch PVC pipe that won't crush. If somebody's digging in here with a shovel, it's always us. And we know we have as-built pictures of everything we ever build. We always, especially when it's underground, so we know exactly where it's at. But if some random contractor comes in here and decides they're going to dig something in here for some reason, then they're going to hit this pipe. If you hit the corrugated pipe, like when I was ripping it out today, I purposely could jump on my shovel and go right through it. You're not going to go right through it on this shovel. But we're working around some plants here, because we did this after the plants were in, the contractor got the gutter installed on the house. So the plants were already in, so we had to go around them. One of the nice things, a flexible pipe. But NDS, being the great engineers that they are, let me grab this, has this 90. Yeah, it's more costly than your big box store 90. But this, I can't show you because I'm holding one camera with my hand, but this, both ends rotate. So you can make any angle that you want when you're doing this. So you can have a 90, a 45, you can go uphill, downhill. NDS is a great company. They do supply to some of the box stores, but you may have to go to a specialty store. We use Site One Landscape Supply. They are nationwide. This is a swivel fit. And so now we can make the angle right here, whatever we need. We have an angle back here where we have to use it. And then we'll use one down here in the last connection where we can not only go around a corner, we can make the pipe go down right into that fitting. Now the biggest mistake most homeowners, and unfortunately some landscape contractors, are when they do this at your home, they'll just take the corrugated pipe or a pipe and jam it on the end of your downspout. So debris and litter and stuff can get in there. And on the previous pipe that we used, this was the connection, for like $3 or $4 at one of the box stores. Goes right into the end of the downspout, and then the round pipe goes right into the end. We use sheet metal screws to hold it together, short ones, so it doesn't clog stuff going through it. But we always screw everything together so it doesn't shift. And that way, if we need to take it apart, since this water is not under pressure, we can just take the screws out and repair things that we need to. We don't like to glue it together. But that's how it works. With this, we're using PVC. We may paint this black. We'll put some plastic behind here. Paint this black so you don't see it. Or maybe paint the green section white so it blends in with this beautiful stone. This downspout drains about 1,000 square feet of roof. This is a big home. It's a roughly 10 to 12,000 square foot home, 4,000 square foot footprint. So we're taking about a quarter of the drainage down through here. So we do have a lot of water that comes off. But make sure if you're doing this, or especially if a contractor is doing your drains for you, take and make sure they have the fitting that goes from, that converts it from the downspout to the pipe. And depending on your setting, our preferred method really is this PVC, and then NDS pipes. I always ask for NDS, so leaders in stormwater drainage. So this is Glenn Riker with MK. Forgot one crucial thing. You got to make sure you have the right level. You can put this in the ground, and it's not going to drain right. So what we have is we have a laser level that we use for a lot of things, and we have a rod, which is laying over there in the grass with another receptor on it. And we just shot this to make sure that we had uniform slope down to the drain. The worst thing you do is put a drain in, then you have a low spot in it, which can happen with the corrugated pipe because it can settle. This won't settle. If you've got this level once, chances of it getting, or not level, but if you've got a little bit of a slope, it's not going to get a low spot. So you do want to make it level. That is critical. Like I said, I forgot that section. Also, if you're digging near your home, you may want to call Diggers Hotline, whatever that version is in your state, so they come out and mark your utilities. We know there's no utilities on this. They all come in the other end of the house, but we do have irrigation and lighting lines that you can see here. So because we have underground, we have as-built pictures, we knew those were there, so we could work around them. But you do want to call your local utility locator, because you don't want to hit a high voltage wire while you're trying to get rid of drainage. All right, so this time I am out of here. This is Glenn Riker with MKE Greenworks, design build, landscape contractor in southeast Wisconsin, serving Ozaukee County. And this is what the finished project looks like. We've got the adapter onto the downspout, goes down to a 90, and then when you're running the drain out, really don't want to put 90s in. Usually they have what's called a Y connection. Anytime there's a 90, it's a chance for debris to get stuck, to slow down. And with these NDS adjustable 90s, it's real easy because the water will just flow. So we put the pipe in. We're on almost pure sandy soil here, and it goes all the way down through here. Very easy to meander through the planting bed with those fittings right into the pair of, I think they're 30 or 50 gallon plastic drums from NDS that we have there. Last thing we did, we could shoot this with the laser level. It's just as easy to get. We have a 4-foot level. We put it on each section of pipe to make sure that we've got slope, and we did. We checked all these pipes, and we've got slope all the way down here, so now we get great drainage through here. That's what it looks back. We will backfill this. First, we'll take some pictures so we know exactly where it's at. Always do that if you're doing something underground. Even if you're a homeowner, contractor should always do it. We saw a contractor here looking for a pipe. He dug for about 2 hours. He was off by 1 inch. He thought for sure it was right where he's supposed to be digging. He was off by 1 inch the other way. He dug for like 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So we always do as-built photos of underground stuff. All right?